This is my place, okay? I have in here who the fuck I want.
Money comes big. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's not small. No, no, no.
Kiss my entire.
Oh, my darling, knock 3 times on the ceiling if you want me.
Your coffee, sir.
Thanks, beautiful.
You're welcome.
This is a man's world.
So just sit right down, relax, open your ears real wide and say, give it to me straight, doctor, I can take it.
Kick the chops out from under the wheels. Flaps up. No offense, Margaret. Contact. We're off. Rum, rum.
Doctor, doctor, give me the news. I got a bad case of loving you.
Oh, what heights we'll hit. On with the show. This is it.
Good morning. You ever meet somebody and just know right away that somebody somewhere told them it was a good idea to put sugar in their grits? They're out there. And just so you know, God did not intend for sugar to be in grits. Okay? Butter, salt, pepper. That's it. Don't do it. It's going to be a lovely day today. Good morning, Fanta darling. If you'd like to jump in, let me know. I'll be glad to send you the link. It's good to see you. So yeah, I just wanted to go live this morning and kind of ease into the day. I actually was going to do this at 4 o'clock in the morning when I got up. But the coffee, we finished that pot at like 5:15. The next pot was brewing, and then I had to go and do a couple of things to get myself together. And, you know, Fanta, listen, do not make me come over there and take your Southern card away from you, because I will do it. Ugh. Sugar does not go in grits. Salt, pepper, butter. That's it. Well, you can put bacon on top, I guess, but I remember the height of an enjoyable morning at my grandmother's house was when she would say, "You want a sugar butter biscuit?" Now, if you've never had a homemade biscuit, which is stuffed with a mound of butter and just sugar, you don't know what good is. I'm just saying, these are the joys of being a Southerner. Grits with salt and pepper, a sugar butter buttermilk biscuit. It's just good stuff. Louis Grisard said, "It's impossible to think anything but pleasant thoughts when eating a homegrown tomato from the South." White rice with butter. Yeah, my mom would make rice and put sugar on it. And while that was okay, I never really got that groove either. Like on my rice, I also want salt, pepper, and butter. It's just a thing. But tell me if you've ever done this, Fanta, or anybody out there listening. Salmon patties with syrup. Don't ask me why that works, but it does. Fried salmon patties with syrup. It's another thing my mom used to do. Yeah, white rice with butter and sugar. So I figured I would help us out today. If I can get this stuff to work. Some things never work for me with StreamYard that work for others. Just some quotes, some inspirational quotes to get us through the day. Or actually to get your day started. No, not that. Salmon patties with ketchup. I don't know that I've ever had them with ketchup. I do know this. I wanted salmon patties one day and we didn't have any salmon, so Tacey used the same recipe with a can of tuna. Just as good, Fanta. Just as good. So here we go. Let me add this to the stage there. Some quotes for us this morning. Turn my camera off so I'm not even here. Macaroni and cheese, not machines and cheese, I'm sure, with your salmon patties. Yet we would have rice. The struggle is always worthwhile if the end be worthwhile and the means honorable. Foreknowledge of defeat is not sufficient reason to withdraw from the contest. In other words, just because it looks hard doesn't mean don't do it. And then also by Stephen Brushed. No matter how subtle the wizard, a knife between the shoulder blades will cramp his style. Now he's playing on Tolkien's quote here. Meddle not in the affairs of wizards, for they are subtle and quick to anger. And it's a cute little quote from his book series, Vlad Teltos. But it also means this. Sometimes a simple, direct approach can overcome anything. Viktor Frankl, studied him in college. If you don't know, this guy survived the Holocaust. He was a Holocaust survivor. And he attributes his survival to his response to his circumstances. And he wrote a very powerful book called Will to Meaning. Between stimulus and response, there is a space. In that space is our power to choose our response. In our response lies our growth and our freedom. You can't be a prisoner if you define your response to your circumstance. Pericles said, freedom is the sure possession of those alone who have the courage to defend it. One of my favorite quotes, and I agree with this one. I have sworn upon the altar of God eternal hostility against every form of tyranny over the mind of man. Thomas Jefferson. I'm talking to you, censorship overlords. I hate you. Reagan said, freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it to our children in the bloodstream. It must be fought for, protected, and handed on for them to do the same. And also, we must reject the idea that every time a law is broken, society is guilty rather than the lawbreaker. It is time to restore the American precept that each individual is accountable for his actions. It's never been more relevant than today. Speaking of censorship overlords, the control of information is something the elite always does, particularly in a despotic form of government. Information, knowledge is power. If you control information, you control the people. Yeah. And for you AI people out there, this was written in the 80s. It was one thing to use computers as a tool, quite another to let them do your thinking for you. Defiance, not obedience, is the Americans' answer to overbearing authority. Recently, there's been one going around, and it's anonymous, but it says, defiance is not just an option, it is a requirement. That's got to be my buddy Pops and Tanner. Hey, Hey, Tanner, good morning to you.
Morning. How are you?
Um,
Oh, you muted.
Good morning. Good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you.
Just sharing a little motivational stuff this morning.
I see that. I was listening in. I was over on the Facebooks.
You was on the Facebooks? She said just like my mom. She used to say that. I was looking at the Facebook. You were. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing good.
It's good to see you. I liked your commercial very much that you did.
Oh, thank you.
I
The
need
one that
your
I did
help.
for Pops?
Yeah. I need your help shooting one. I've got it written.
Okay.
We can shoot it later, record it.
Sounds good.
You're going to have to be the YouTube overlord. I've got you. Walt Whitman said there is no week, nor day, nor hour when tyranny may not enter upon this country if the people lose their roughness and spirit of defiance. It's absolutely true. It can happen at any time. All right, there we go. We've made the loop. Today's motivational quotes to get you through the day.
Hey, Fanta, how are you this morning?
The theory of cool stuff, Tanner. I was reading about the theory of cool stuff this morning.
Oh, nice.
The theory of cool stuff in writing and creating comic books even is that if you think something's cool, write it, draw it, because somewhere somebody out there is going to agree with you that that's cool. Not
This is
everyone,
true.
but somebody will agree with
Somebody. Oh, yeah, absolutely right.
you. What have you been up to, my friend?
Oh, just working on a Kickstarter page for the upcoming Satellite Girl that we're going to be releasing on October
Nice.
2nd.
Yes, I'm
Oh.
looking forward to that, man. That shit
Yeah.
looks good.
Oh my gosh, Chris is amazing. He's
He's
got
a beast. I never heard of him. Oisi, right?
yes.
Dude, man, my first glimpse of his stuff just melted my brain. I'm like, I'm on board. I'm in.
He got some praise at a comic convention recently from Steve McNaven and geez, drawing a blank here. I see his face, David Finch. You know? Yeah.
Listen, if you like, Aeon Flux, the Max.
Mhm.
If you like quirky but dynamic freaking art, this is your guy, man. We'll look at it again here later, Tanner.
I found him in obscurity when I was trying to produce the magazine, and when that kind of fell apart, I was like, "Hey, man, I know this magazine thing didn't work out too well, but
let's get your work out there.
Let's get your work out there. Yeah, let's make a comic
Yeah.
book."
Now, where in the planet is he located?
He's on Connecticut.
He's in Connecticut. We got to have him on the show.
Yeah. Oh, I plan on it. I definitely want to have him on the show.
I mean, you just let me know, bro, and we'll do a whole show.
Okay.
Because there's not a lot that blows me away. There's really good stuff that I like, but every now and then something comes along and you just go, "Whoa,
Oh,
this is badass."
go look him up on like in Instagram and stuff like that. He's got X-Men designs that he did from like the 90s.
Drop them in the comments. Drop his
Okay.
links, and we'll let folks go check him out.
Let's see if I can make this happen.
What's that doing a stream without you? I didn't want to disturb you at this ungodly hour.
Oh no, I'm up. I
was
got
just
kids. I'm up.
Yeah, I was saying as I started to do this at 4:30. Then I was going to do it at 5, and I'm like, I've done that before, and I'm like, nah, nobody's awake yet. I'll wait a little while. So then it was, I need to make a pack of cigarettes before I go live. I need to make a fresh pot of coffee. I need to get a shower. I need to brush my teeth. That long drawn out morning. But Tanner, I've got news.
Yes, I'm listening.
Fanta, I've got news. Dawn.
What is this news?
The files are gone to the printer for Pariah.
Ah, congratulations.
Yeah, we should have our proof copy within a couple of days. And then, barring some unforeseen calamity, we go to print. Print only takes a day or two, and then we go into fulfillment. Yes, the coffee mugs are ready. I will pick those up this afternoon. And check it out, man. Instead of just on one side of the mug, it says Pariah. It wraps all the way around the front of the mug.
Oh, that's awesome. That is awesome.
I'm stoked. It's like, hey, dude, man, I've been pregnant with this bitch forever. Let's give birth to it already.
Right?
Oh, me. Still a lot more to, well, let me back up. Let me rephrase that. A Damn Dirty Thing is on page 12 of 16. Thank you, Don. Cruising right along. I was really trying to keep it at 16 pages of content. Yeah, there you go. Chris Olette on Instagram, CJ Olette. This is Tanner typing at his best.
It is too. I am a hunt and pecker.
Pecker?
Some people might say I'm a pecker, all right.
That term kind of fell out of use, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
It's a hardcore 80s, 90s word, then it just went away. Let's bring back the pecker, shall we?
Yeah, let's take it back.
We're taking back the pecker.
Yes.
Oh, me. I'm gonna play your commercial that you shot because I like it. It's good.
Oh,
Let's take
sweet.
Let's take a look at it real quick.
Oh man, I wish I could find a way to better advertise Apothic Press.
Just back it already.
Whoa, Crom, what are you doing here? What's this?
The Madness Roku Network.
Sponsorship. 1 month of playing your 30-second ad on the network 3 times a day? Oh my gosh, for $20? And you can't beat that.
Just back it already.
All right, Crom, I'm doing it. Awesome. Hi, I'm Tanner Hurley, founder of Apothic Press. I back the Madness Roku Network, and so should you.
Just back it already.
Just back it already. Yeah, I love that.
It's good stuff. Listen, my take on it is just, I how do I even begin? I hate, one of the quotes I just put up was Jefferson. I have sworn on the altar of God, eternal hostility against every form of oppression against the free will of men. I hate censorship. And people go, it's not censorship. It's perfectly legal. It's their platform. They can do whatever. I didn't say whether it was legal or not. It's still censorship.
It's still censorship.
And I hate it. I hate it. I mean, it's word police. It's 1984. It's here's a list of words you can't even say or you will get struck. Are you kidding me? I mean, how is that not Orwell? How is that not Orwellian?
Oh, it is. It is. I'm telling you.
But
thanks, Don. I appreciate it.
My approach has been much like drill instructors when they were told they could no longer curse out a recruit's mother to the recruit's face or slap them upside the head. You find ways around it. if you think it became peaches and cream on Paris Island after they passed that rule, you are sadly mistaken.
Right?
I'm going to motivate you right now. I am providing you with motivation. Oh, man. So you're working on a Kickstarter today?
Yeah. Well, I honestly, I think I just finished up everything. I was like,
all right, cool.
Just, kind of going over the last minute details and everything.
So when does it launch?
October 2nd. So Monday.
Can we not get him to wait until Wednesday and do it on our show? Launch it live?
Let me talk to him.
Talk to him. We'll run it across the whole network because this guy this guy needs eyeballs on project.
Yes.
So the roosters are crowing outside. And the owls have returned at night.
Oh, nice.
We have hoot owls. And by God, they hoot. And they hoot up and down the valley. So
we have one.
Here we go. We're just going to flip past fact that Tanner was wearing a Jack Skellington hoodie like it never happened, really. Yeah. It's my boy.
Oh, yes. I am a huge Tim Burton fan. So you better believe when I saw that hoodie, I snatched it up pretty quick.
Yeah, that's good stuff. And let's also not let slide the fact that Tanner's got a little gray going on up in here.
A little? Are you kidding? I'm like freaking Reed Richards on the side.
Your headphones usually hide it. So
they usually hide it, yeah.
But in the meantime, I'm growing out like white mutton chops, like I'm on a Victorian sailing ship out of England.
Got a couple patches right here.
Yeah. Stand abaft, Mr. Eddington. We shall come alongside and board them. Arg.
Turning into a silver fox. I turned into a silver fox a long time ago.
Hey, Shadowhawk. Good to see you, my friend.
Hey, Shadowhawk. How are you?
Yeah. Apparently, I'm going to just throw a blanket apology out here. I appear to have caused an issue without meaning to. So I did a pinup for Rex of his Bog character. And he wanted it turned into a tapestry. So he got with Anthony about it. And then on a stream, I said, I think the sky in the background should be purple. So that black tree has something to contrast against, and the purple will glow in the black light.
Uh-huh.
And so Rex wanted that done, and he's talking to Carol about it. Well, apparently Carol was finished with the colors. And this is now additional work for which she needs to be paid. And Rex is saying, no, before I pay you for more work, let's finish this. So now there's stickiness, and it's my fault for making an observation.
Oh no.
So,
oops.
Hey Caroline, good morning. Yeah, I told Carol, I said, I'm very, very sorry that I put my foot in my mouth, but I was just making a comment, but I thought it would look good with purple. Y'all work that out. That's not me. When I do a piece of work for somebody, what happens to it after that is none of my business. You paid me for the work. It's yours. Do what you want. So I should have kept my mouth shut, Tanner, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's okay. Things happen.
These things happen. Opened big old mouth, shoved my foot right. My wife said, how's that foot taste? I said, surprisingly, not unfamiliar. Not the first time, not the last time. Not unfamiliar. I also have a confession to make. For years, decades, I've heard about Dazed and Confused, the movie, but had never seen it.
Oh,
so
man.
I was scrolling through YouTube this morning, and there was a behind the scenes making of. And I thought, you know what? Can I really call myself a modern human if I haven't seen this movie? So I watched it. I know, Don, you would think I would have learned by now. However, I will say this. It was a cute movie. Wasn't really all that accurate to my memory of 1976. It was sort of okay. So apparently I'm going to be on a stream with, let me look, what is this again? We're going to be exclusive Ripperverse interview with Mike Barron Monday at 8 p.m. here on the network. So
nice.
That'll be cool. Tastes like corn chips. You know, it tastes like bread. I'm just saying. So I watched Dazed and Confused. It didn't resonate with me. It was almost like to me, it was like a caricature of the 70s. It wasn't really very 70s-ish, other than, you know, they're having a kegger. That happened. But like the freshman hunt, running around with paddles and whatever. Listen, if you try to do that down here, some of these big old farm boy freshmen would beat you to death. But also here, there's 12 years of school. It's broken into 3. So there's primary school, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, elementary school, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Junior high, 7th, 8th, and 9th, still separate, so no freshmen. And then high school was 10, 11, 12. So we didn't even have freshmen running around our campus. It was just the senior 3 years. So, and that was probably a smart move, separate, because there is a growth spurt that happens between the 9th grade and the 10th grade. You want to keep them separate.
It's true.
Otherwise, some bad things could happen. How's the family doing?
The family's doing good. Got one home from suspension, but aside from that, it's okay. I'll put them to work.
Listen, I would be a liar if I said I didn't get myself suspended a few times. I was
and I believe that.
I was a wee bit of a rebel. Put that out there. Just a wee skosh of a rebel. I didn't like school very much. I didn't like it. Yeah, you guys did it by 4s, yeah. We here was the thing. All right. Me am's plenty smart. Okay. But I swear in school after the 7th grade, I never learned anything new. The classes were always the same thing. And it was like, didn't we just learn this last year? So it bored me. Mm-hmm. And I'm not someone who does well with boredom. All right.
Yeah, my son's the same way.
Yeah. So then I discovered a couple of things. I discovered girls, and I discovered beer, and I discovered I can walk right the hell off this campus and get in the car with my buddies and be gone. And the consequences never matched up to the fun. So peace out. I'm gone. Got suspended a few times. I had a teacher tell me one time I slept through her class because I worked at night. So I slept through her class every day. And then I could wake up and take her test and ace it. And it was, this particular class was literature. And she was like, I'm just astounded that you could sleep through my class and then ace these tests. I said, some of us read because we want to, not because you make us. You're teaching a class about something I've already read 10 times. That class was, the first half of the semester was Shakespeare. The second half was Tolkien.
Oh, man.
Complete works of Shakespeare right there within arm's reach. Tolkien got everything he ever wrote.
I've got my favorite, which is Midsummer Night's Dream.
Yeah, there's a lot of Shakespeare that I don't enjoy a lot, but like Julius Caesar, man, come on. Love that.
Yeah, that was good. And then I've got some Charles Dickinson. I've got a lot of him.
Dickens.
Dickens, yes. Why did I say
Yes.
Dickinson? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. But I have a small.
It's early. I'm sorry.
Nah, I have a small library, but it is choice. Okay, I have all of Sherlock Holmes. I have all of Stephen Brush. I have all of Tolkien. I have all of Clancy. That's Tom Clancy, not that shit that Ghost Riders came in on after the Bear and the Dragon. He didn't write the whole book anymore, and then he died. So none of that other stuff. But that first body of work is just amazing. So I've got all that, and then I've got Shakespeare, and I've got The Sun Also Rises by Hemingway. I read it once a year. Just good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh yeah. I got the Iliad, I've got the Odyssey, Dante's Inferno.
And what
a lot of classics.
What is the one I'm thinking of? French writer. Is it Dante's Inferno that I'm thinking of? No, Milton, The Fall.
Milton, The Fall.
Yeah. What is Milton's book?
Oh, geez. Paradise Lost.
Paradise Lost. That's it.
Yeah.
I've got that sitting in there. Now, that's a hard read.
Yeah.
And one of the other hard reads was I have the Once and Future King. That book is that thick, and it's a hard read. It doesn't flow well. They didn't write back then like they write now.
No, they didn't.
But it's still worth reading at least once. And then you read Moby Dick.
De la Arthur.
Yeah. You read Moby Dick and you're cruising right along. Then you hit a chapter where all it is the genus and phylum of fish. And it goes on and on and on. It's like you're reading the Bible and it's cruising.
Yeah.
Or then you get to Deuteronomy and it's like, bah. This was going so good. Let me see. No, it says, have a good time for making my spine do things it doesn't want to do. I feel that.
I hear that.
So, I'm old and infirm. I felt every bit of that. I used to be young and ripped, Tanner. I was a young, healthy man.
I saw pictures. Yeah.
I was semi-athletic.
I saw pictures on the Facebooks.
Yeah, on the Facebook. Yes, I participated in sporting events. I was the doubles first place team in ping pong for the 8th Fleet, and came in 4th place in the overall single play. And if you don't think ping pong is athletic, you've never really played it.
Yeah.
I boxed in the Navy, 3-hole matches. I was 2-1. What's up, Gabe? I'll let you guess which one the one was. It was my last one. When they put me in the ring with this 300-pound gorilla, and I'm like, are you kidding me? When you get to heavyweight, there's no limit.
We started a fight club when I was in Iraq, and we ended up, a lot of us doing mixed martial arts and things like that. So I got some videos where I particularly did good. I got some videos where I particularly did bad too.
I'm glad there were not cell phones around to film the stuff I got into. I know my last bout was embarrassing. I went out there. I've got a straight right that'll sit a man down. And that's how I won my first 2 matches. So I decided when this gorilla came out, I was just going to, throw a couple of jabs and then a straight right. He was too tall to straight right to the nose. So I was going to go straight for the solar plexus. No, it was like hitting a brick wall. And I remember I had that moment of confusion, like, why isn't he doubled over right now? And then the next thought was, uh-oh. And his big right, his right cross came down and just rang my bell. And there is literally a bell you hear, Tanner.
Oh, yeah.
Next thing I know, I'm looking up at the ref who's counting. I'm like, yeah, I'm done, man.
Oh, man. I remember I used to go up against my buddy Matt all the time, who is, he's a 6 foot tall person, and just built like a brick shit house. And I'm not. I mean, I was working out, so I mean, I was built, but I'm 5'8",
Right.
at best, you know.
Different
Yeah,
division.
but I did it on purpose, because I figured if I could do somewhat good with him, then I know I could take on my weight, which I fluctuated at that time. I was between featherweight and a bantamweight, and kept fluctuating and stuff like that. Depends, or heavyweight. Um, a little bit. I did make it into heavyweight. But yeah, Matt used to just roll me up into like a
To
ball.
fold you up, put you in his pocket.
You know?
I was on duty one night. We had a guy named Joe Schuler. Joe, if you're out there, God bless you, still living. He was a defector from Hungary when Hungary was still a communist country, and he had literally had to crawl under the wire with his family to get out of there.
Jeez.
And he was very Eastern European, and he had wrestled on their Olympic team. I did not know this. We went to the gym and got on the mat, so we're going to wrestle. And I remember I jokingly said that the fireman's carry takedown was bullshit. There's no way I'm just going to jump on your shoulders and let you throw me. He proved me wrong. When he ducked under it, he goes, boop, with his wrist under your ball sack. You will jump right up onto those shoulders, baby. And I knew the rule about tapping out. He arched my back into a position that it was never intended to go. It was not meant to bend that way. And I'm going.
I'm double jointed on my left hand side, so I remember my buddy. He puts me in a Gamora, and he starts twisting, and it's supposed to make you tap out. And he keeps twisting and twisting, and I'm just looking at him, and I'm like, "Are you going to do something?" And he's like, "Wait a minute, are you double jointed?" And I said, "Yeah." Oh, he twisted my arm, reverses it around. And I was like, "Okay, you got me." but I'll never forget that. Wait, yes. Are you double jointed?
The fun of being young and not caring what happened to your body. Now,
oh geez, yeah.
I have to congratulate myself that I managed to step into my pants without falling.
I was pseudo wrestling around with my oldest, the one who's in the Army now. And before he shipped off and everything, I was just kind of juking a little bit, and that's it. That's all I was doing, is showing him some stuff. And sure enough, I juked a little bit, and my body just didn't want to go that direction. So when it did, I ended up pulling a muscle in my calf, and went to the ER over that one. And that was pretty bad. Needed crutches for about a couple weeks, but then it healed up.
Gabe, Don, Fanta, the link is in the chat if you want to pop in. There's our buddy Stephen B.
Hey.
Turn your camera on, Stephen, or I'm not letting you in. This is a morning wake up.
Yeah, bedhead or not.
Deadhead or not, get in here. There he is. There's our buddy. Welcome, Stephen.
Morning.
Oh man.
Hey. How are you?
I'm glad to see you, man. I haven't seen you in forever.
I can't stay long. I gotta go to work.
Oh, okay. Well, we're glad that you made it.
Yeah, we're glad you're here. Glad to have you. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Just trying to get some stuff done. Like,
oh, nice.
He's always this guy's always working.
A little bit of decapitation there.
Yeah. Hey, Stephen, I had to draw a motorcycle in some pages I did for Rex, and I don't know the anatomy of a big hog motorcycle, right? And reference images don't only get you so far. because there's always going to be that one aficionado out there who goes, what the hell is that supposed to be? So I'll confess, I used a lot of shadow to hide that stuff. I don't know where the oil sending unit goes.
I think that's why I stick to sci-fi, you know.
Yeah,
I'm always making something up, you know.
Well, how I figured out something is that if you don't know how to draw, it, just find some way to hide in the shadows.
yes. Put something in front of
Yeah.
it. And you know,
But with bikes like this.
That looks nice.
Thank you. I ended up having to draw like 3 times.
I feel you. Oh, that was cool. That was great.
God, look at that.
So, like for this one, I forget what bike what bike I was drawing there. So I was like, just cover up the ink. Just put like a bunch of ink lines there, and it'll be fine.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, that's all it is in the end anyway, is a bunch of ink. It looks good, man. Looks good. Hey, Pops, what's going on?
Morning, gentlemen.
Morning.
You got to get on camera, buddy. No icon hiding here.
Hey, man. Did you guys see the video Tanner made?
Yeah, we played it.
Yeah, I played it last night on a couple of shows.
Nice.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah, Tanner's going to help me shoot the one I'm doing today as soon as we get off of here.
Yeah, he's going to be doing, I think he's doing the one that I sent him all the pieces for.
I'm working on that as well.
He's going to play the part of the YouTube overlord.
That works. I'd be on camera, guys, but I'm stuffing my face trying to get ready for the game stream a little bit. So
no problem.
Rock on.
Y'all don't want to see this. Trust me.
I woke up this morning and treated myself to pancakes because
nice.
I'm not watching my girlish figure anymore. You know,
Fair enough.
I said I treated myself to pancakes because I'm not watching my girlish figure anymore.
Yeah, it was just the girlish figure part. I was asking for a.
It is no longer I smoke too much. It's I have smoked too much. All right, I've already crossed the line. It's not, you're eating bad things. I have eaten all the bad things.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm now in the harvest of what I have sown, Stephen. This is it. This is the harvest. This is your future. If you don't take care of yourself, you end up like this. But
don't eat
up here,
bad things.
No regrets. No regrets.
Don't eat the bad things and don't listen to the people who tell you they're bad.
Because it's probably good.
Look, all I know is unhealthy is synonymous with flavor. Okay, that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, this is true.
I think it's all about happiness.
Have you tried it? It's delicious.
It's all about happiness, guys. If it makes you happy, fucking eat it.
Sinbad said, when you're under 30, you're out there jogging and trying to stay in shape and whatever. And after 30, you just walk by the window and you look at the cookie and the fat jumps on your body. So after 30, be fat, eat the cookie.
Eat the cookie. Just
eat
enjoy the cookie. You see a piece of cake, you eat that piece of cake.
You deserve the cake, Stephen. You deserve the cake.
So should we tell him what we got going on Monday night, Doc?
I already have.
What, you be giving up my announcements, dude?
I do what I do, Pops. It's all out of love. It's a
I ask him if I tell him I'm doing something and I want you to be there. And he goes and tells the world.
Because we want eyes on it. We want eyes on it. So that's a special show. Is that a special show we're doing?
Yeah, it's a special edition for Mike Barron. We're going to talk about Rippaverse, baby.
Yep.
And I know he was out there on Eric's show talking about it last night, but we're going to get him on our show to talk about it.
Darn
Heck
right.
yeah.
Besides, look, I'm going to say this. I've interacted with Mike now many, many times. He is a true humble gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Just a wonderful guy to talk to. Knowledgeable.
Yes, he is.
He's my friend. He's my friend, man.
He's a good guy, man. He's just as I hate those people that dogpiled on him. That's just racist. Mike Barron had got a racist bone in his body. He just writes good stories. Piss off.
He just married to an Asian woman.
No
big deal, right?
Well, no, that's no excuse. It doesn't matter if
I know.
it doesn't
You
matter.
can love the race you hate.
Yeah.
Well, that's an oxymoron.
Listen, don't get me started on that stuff this morning. Don't get me started.
I'm just glad I hit him up last night. I was like, hey, man, because I called that months ago. You know, Doc. I called it months ago that Mike Barron was going to be working for Ripple. And as soon as the announcement dropped, I was like, boy, you got to come out on the show, bro. We got to talk about this. He's like, sure. When do you want to do it? Let's do it Monday night. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
Yeah, fuck it, we'll do it live. I got to find something.
All right. I got to get going. It's about that time for me to get ready.
Good seeing you, brother.
All right.
You be.
Later.
See you tomorrow night,
Later.
bro.
Yeah.
Stephen B, who also does an awesome draw stream on the network. Love that dude.
How can you not?
Mm-hmm. So I haven't looked today, Doc.
I'm looking for something. Hold on a minute.
But we're in the same spot we were, so no big deal.
Roger that. Y'all bear with me. I'm doing something here.
I'm Barron.
Y'all Mike Barron with me. Oh, I don't even have it. Dadgummit.
So yeah, I went on Matt Burke show last night.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Metal Movies and Brewskis. Matt's fun, dude. Matt's cool. He hangs out with us on the Horror Movie Club and does a couple of his own shows. But I was talking to him about maybe bringing his. He does a little review show,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not a trash review show. He'll look
Okay.
at your book and he'll talk about the things he likes. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
He's not going to shred everything. And, he's just not that kind of guy that's going to go
Yeah.
out there and shred it. But he wants to tell people what he thought about it, So he goes out there and he talks about the things he likes. And I was like, man, that's kind of the review show I want.
So I did a review this morning, Pops. Did you not hear it?
What?
I did a review this morning. Did you not hear it?
No, dude. I went to bed about 3.
No.
Ooh.
Well, after decades of not doing so, I finally broke down and watched Dazed and Confused. And it's all right, but I came away from it thinking this is more like kind of a parody view of the 70s than what the 70s were really like. Like, I didn't see any bell bottoms in there. The girls were wearing bell bottoms, y'all. Okay.
Can't even find them anymore.
Yeah. And, well, that movie was shot in 92 when that shit remember it made a comeback for a while. Girls started wearing hip huggers and bell bottoms again in the 90s.
Oh, yeah.
And
I don't even remember
their
which
hair,
movie that was.
their hair was not very 70s. They didn't really talk like the 70s. There was some of it was. Some of it. Well, don't misunderstand me. It's a good movie. It gets a thumbs up, but it felt more like not a parody, but a caricature of the 70s more than the actual 70s itself.
Okay, give me the premise of the movie because I'm sure I'm getting it mixed up with Detroit Rock City.
It's the last
Great
day of
movie.
school. Last day of school in 1976. The freshman hunt is happening, and there's supposed to be a party, but the guy who's hosting the party gets busted, and so they throw a spontaneous kegger out in the woods. That's it. There's no real plot to it.
That just sounds like a normal fucking happening in our teenage years.
Yeah, I mean, again, yes, all of that. The pretext is perfectly normal for, I think, any generation, except for the freshman.
Except for today.
Today those kids are afraid to get a kegger. They wouldn't know what to do with a kegger if they got one.
Truthfully, that if they had tried that freshman hunt here with these corn-fed kids around here, somebody would have got their ass beat.
Right.
Them youngins, 6 foot tall, 200 pounds, they'll whoop you. But yeah, it was the one that had all right. What's that guy's name?
Oh, Matthew McConaughey
and Ben Affleck were the oldest two characters, and it had a very few lines of dialogue. Mila Jovovich, or however you say it. She
Mila
was
Jovovich.
Yeah. And a bunch of actors who went on to do nothing.
Yeah.
And Pops is back from killing himself. Welcome back.
I went from looking at a private message to being gone. I don't know. Stephen B., if you're still watching, I haven't heard from Max this morning either, and I'm kind of trying to get a hold of him. So
shoot Max the link, will you, Pops?
Really going to have to wait his turn.
Isn't it early for Max?
I said I'm trying to get a hold of Max. I'm not shooting Max the link. We got a game stream in a half hour.
Oh, I got you.
I'm going to shoot him the link because I don't care.
I haven't heard from him at all today, so.
There we go. Max is a busy man. Busy man.
Oh, yeah, pumping out all them books.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad to see Brian Kriskow got settled in somewhere. Brian, if you're watching this later, because I know you sleep late, congratulations. I need to send you a housewarming present. I'm not even kidding. I may send him a painting.
Heck yeah.
Send him a pre-roll. He'll be fine. You know what a pre-roll is, right, Doc?
I shudder to think.
It's just a joint that's already rolled in the store, like a cigar, like you go to the dispensary and you can buy already rolled up weed. Pre-roll.
You can make them in these.
Yeah. Except the filters don't work with weed too well.
I don't know. I know one girl that she exclusively, she'll roll a pack.
Huh.
Carry them around with her.
Good for her.
Pack of joints? Hell yeah. But you can buy them like with heat and oil sprinkled all over them and all kinds of like pre-rolls, all kinds of different stuff. You can get really, really baked off a pre-roll joint. I'm just saying. Really, really, really baked.
Well, I don't get baked. My brain is already altered enough. It does not need any additional boosting in that department.
Yeah, God looked at him and said, man, fuck that. Don't give him no weed receptors.
Yeah. That and I'm going to wire his brain to not work quite right.
He said, that dude's fucked up enough. You don't give him no weed receptors.
There is a fine line between genius and insane, and a fine line between the creative and the crazy. Just saying.
This is true.
It's there.
I don't know. I've always thought that everybody's got a little crazy in them, and it's how creative you are about it that defines person.
How creative you can be with your crazy.
I mean,
it was hard, Pops, all those years being a counselor, pretending to be sane.
I hear you. I'm sure it was.
And
I just think of that scene from Batman. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
Doc would look across the table at the guy and he'd go, "Well, I ain't as fucked up as him. I guess I'm in the right place."
Somebody asked me that on CG Slums the other night, was about, as a counselor, how do you blah blah blah, and I was like, dude, man, I retired at the right time, because the DSM.
Hey, Gary.
Good morning, Kerry. The DSM became so political.
Hi, Gary.
And the APA became political. The AMA became political.
Jeez.
I'm glad I got out, because I'm going to tell you right now, man, I had a reputation as being extremely effective in my field, but I also had a reputation for I didn't pull no punches and I didn't tolerate bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's not a personality that can work in the field today. You have to have the ability to look at somebody and lie through your teeth. That's not being genuine, and I can't do that as a counselor.
Mm-hmm.
I have to be genuine with my.
Yeah, I might have to tell you like it is, people. You might not like it.
It was never my job to point out to someone. Now, psychoeducation is one thing, doing group therapy. All right. Individual therapy is all about meeting the client where they are and helping them hear their own dissonance. So, in other words, if someone is smiling at me and happy and says, "My mother just died," well, we're going to work on that a little bit. I hear you saying this horrible thing happened, but I see you smiling. Help me reconcile this. And, that sort of thing. You want to deal with incongruence and bringing.
You want to say hi to Doc, bro?
Bringing their perception of reality in line with reality. Rocky, what's up, buddy?
Say hi to Doc.
Rocky. Rocky.
Don't just sniff around the plate. If you want to say hi, say hi.
No, there's a plate there. I don't
There's
even
nothing on it. There's nothing on it. It's just an empty.
It doesn't matter. It's a plate.
He thinks there might be some lickable evidence left, but it was a chicken wrap, dude. It was just a chicken wrap. There was no crumbs, no dropsies, nothing.
The other night, I let my big puppy in at dusk. She's had her whole day of adventure outside, so I let her in, and I went back to hey, Rocky. So I went back to the studio here.
He's wagging. Look at his tail wagging here.
Yeah. Rocky.
Not talking to you, dude.
I came back to the living room, and the dog, finding no food to get into, no trash to get into, grabbed a stack of napkins and strew them across my living room, but didn't tear them up, Tanner. They weren't chewed up. There weren't even holes in them. Just like she delicately picked them up and placed them all around the living room. What the hell? You just got to grab something you're not supposed to have. That the agenda? Got a job to do here. I'm on the clock. All dogs have a job to do. It got quiet.
Okay.
It did get quiet.
Well, I'm listening because I heard something that I've never heard before, and it was there is an old locomotive that will occasionally, and I'm talking about a steam locomotive that will occasionally run the tracks.
Oh, nice.
East of me, and I think I just heard a steam whistle.
Huh?
You can say hi to Doc, or you just gonna sit here?
You got to do something, or just stand there and bleed.
Are you gonna say hi to Doc?
Come on.
No Baroos, nothing. Oh, he snorted at you, dude. Aren't you going to talk to Doc, dude?
Rocky.
Man, you're being stubborn today, Brock.
Nothing
Last
to
night,
say.
he was just all talk through every show I was on. He was down here. Nothing for Doc, though, dude? Tanner?
You ever seen that channel on YouTube called Kyushu, the stunt dog?
Mm-mm.
No.
Oh, maybe.
It's a young girl, and I say young, a young lady. She's in her 20s. She's got a husky that is just a prolific talker. And she calls him a stunt dog because one of his favorite things to do is he'll just come running across the field and throw himself sideways and roll. But he talks. And his name is Kyushu. She calls him Key for short. And she's got quite the following. I mean, over a million subscribers.
Yeah, I haven't seen that actually.
He's talking about a husky, dude. You could be a star too. What?
Could be.
Could be.
What, Rob?
But you got to have that excess personality. That
You gonna say goodbye then? You leaving?
All right. Piss off, Rocky.
You leaving?
Don't come back here until you got something to say.
Oh,
there he goes.
there he goes.
There he goes.
And, what you mean, piss off, Doc?
Oh.
Now you got something to say?
Yeah.
Reggie, what?
Yeah. You got something to
Tell
say,
him.
Rocky?
Tell him.
Yo, Rocky.
Oh.
What, dude?
That's my boy. Carrie, how are things across the pond this morning? Oh, Rocky's answering for you. You're pretty fucked up. So how about
I
the
wasn't
Canadian
done
Parliament?
talking to you, Doc.
How about the Canadian Parliament giving a Nazi a standing ovation?
Yeah, I heard about that.
That's,
No, I love the spin they put on it.
Yeah, Trudeau tried to say it was Russian propaganda.
Yeah, the guy who fought the Russians, and I'm like, yeah, but he was our ally, you stupid fool.
Yeah, the Soviet Union was our allies.
The Russians
He was
were
in the
our
Waffen
allies.
SS. And I love that Poland said, hey, glad you found that Nazi for us.
Yeah,
Stand by while we extradite him.
Oh, did you hear about what was it, Roger Waters in Pennsylvania?
No, what happened? What?
Oh, well, he was spouting anti-Semitic talk, and he's gotten himself banned from the University of Pennsylvania.
It's about Roger Waters from Pink Floyd.
Yeah,
He is famously anti-Semitic.
really.
Famously anti-Semitic. Yeah.
Yeah, it was all over the news yesterday. That was kind of like the big deal. I was like, huh, go figure. You know?
Nice and
I didn't even
sunny.
see it trending.
It was yesterday. I don't know if it is today. You know, that's old news now.
I don't think I even checked Twitter or anything yesterday. We were busy yesterday. And I'm kind of stoked, Pops. I announced this earlier. The print files for Pariah are gone to the printer. Waiting for the proof copy to come back. And,
Okay, guys, I got to go get this game stream set up. It was good to
Take it
see
easy,
it.
brother.
And I'm excited to see what you guys come up with.
good to
Oh,
see
we'll
you.
come up with some craziness.
We might stream snipe you.
You can. I mean, we're just gonna be playing the game. It's not that.
I
big
know
a deal.
I might stream snipe you and make fun of you while you do that.
You can, hey, we love it when you guys pop into chat and talk shit. That's part of the fun. That's
Oh.
why we do it live.
We're gonna stream snipe you. That means
Yes, that's
we're
why
going
we
to
do it
show
live.
what you're doing and make fun of you.
You can do that.
Yeah. Go have fun. See ya.
All right, thanks, guys. Talk to you later.
Later.
All right. I'm going to play something here so I can run to the kitchen and get some more coffee. What do you think? Is that cool?
Yeah, no, that sounds great.
You need a refill too, Tanner?
Heck yeah, I do.
Ready, set, go.
The Civil War was America's bloodiest conflict. Over 500,000 died to preserve national unity. When the war ended, Confederates like Harley Brogdon headed west, shooting game for the Army and gambling. When a card game turns deadly, Harley shoots in self-defense, killing the card sharp who threw down first. Wilfred Knorr, the card sharp's wealthy father, will stop at nothing to see Harley hang. Harley flees to Cobb's Gap, an old silver mining town at the foot of the Rockies. A remarkably peaceful town, especially after dark. But the sheriff harbors a dark secret, and no one dares go into the mines anymore. Cobb's Gap is full of secrets. People speak in hushed tones of something in the mine. Something worse than their cursed sheriff. Something even the Indians fear from the deepest pits of hell. Every secret will be exposed. Bronze Star. Order your copy at bronzestarcomic.com.
Man, I timed that well. I sat down as the commercial ended. I'll make sure he sees your question, Carrie. I shouldn't have run though. I'm old. I'm out of shape. Also, I don't know if I've ever even said this before, but yeah, COVID burned up both lower lobes of both lungs, so I have deep scar tissue. Very hard to breathe sometimes. You should stop smoking. No. Damage is already done. Let's not add the trauma of getting rid of my favorite things. Let me see here. Yeah, we got something else to do. Oh, our friend Lori Calcaterra, currently on a Kickstarter, has issue 4 of Path of the Pale Rider. We'll give that a look.
What is Path of the Pale Rider anyway? Is it a comic book? No, that's not it. Is it this? What the heck is Path of the Pale Rider, man? There's no way this is right. How about this? I have no idea.
We don't have a bank.
Oh, it's this.
Yay. And Tanner's still not back. Tanner. Should not stop and smell the roses along the way. You should just already be here. So I'm looking for something to show you guys. I didn't load it. Come on, Doc. I guess I didn't load it in this studio. Oh well. So again, the update. Print files are gone to the printer for Pariah Blood and Mud. I'm on page 12 of 16 for A Damn Dirty Thing. And I've been on page 12 of 16 for a minute because I penciled 3 pages and then I line inked 3 pages, and now I'm going in and adding the gray tones and shade to 3 pages. I don't know. I know she has a digital tier, Carrie, but I will. Well, they're going to ship it to Anthony, but then we're going to look at it at the same time. He'll unbox it with me backstage, and we'll take a look at it, make sure everything's good. Thank you. She's on Kickstarter, Path of the Pale Rider, if you want to go look it up. Oh, excuse me. But I don't know what she charges for international shipping. It's expensive. Yeah. Now, who is Bray Wyatt? And actually, COVID was the thing. It was real. I lost 3 people, actually 4, to it that I knew. And it was rough. A lot of funerals. Tanner, baby, come back. Any kind of fool could see I was wrong, and I just can't live without you. Oh, I can't believe I didn't load that. Let me see. Y'all bear with me for a moment. I'm digging around for something here. Nope, that's not it. No, that's not it. I'm going to share this, though, because this is funny. Speaking of Lori Calcaterra. Yep. Okay, all right. Lori posted this on Facebook. I got to share it with you. She says, well, it was a good run. Time to move. Found this in the dog's water dish on the back porch. House belongs to Spider now. It was a good run. Gotta go. You know, you just, at some point, you just burn the house down and move away.
What did I miss?
You didn't see the giant spider?
I saw the giant spider, but I was saying, how long does it take to make coffee, Tanner? Well, my Keurig, there's the first problem, is I have a Keurig, and the Keurig was exceptionally slow today. Tanner, did you add remaining Rim books? I haven't yet done that yet. No, I'm sorry.
Well, now, Tanner. Get on it.
If people need Ren, they can message me, and I will make it happen.
Why not just make a pot, Tanner? Come on.
Because I don't have a pot. All I have is a Keurig.
All right, $20 at Family Dollar. Come on.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Come on. I have asked repeatedly, and Carrie actually answered once. My UK friends like Gary Phillips on Narrowboat Chugabug, they would say, I'm going to make a coffee. Make a coffee. And I would say, how do you make coffee over there?
Yeah.
Apparently, they just use instant. They use the kettle, they heat up the water, and they make an instant. And that's having a coffee. I can't wrap my brain around having a coffee. That's like having a potato chip. You can't have a potato chip. Once I open the bag, it's a meal.
Well, I got one of those refillable
yeah.
little thing, Keurig cups, whatever they're called.
My ex used to live right up the hill from me here. I mean, literally, if I threw it hard enough, I could hit her back porch with a football. And I didn't know she had moved here, and she didn't know where I lived when she bought that house. We just happened to run into each other, like, but we get along fine, right? Mm-hmm. Anyway, she calls one day, and you want to come up and have a cup of coffee? And I was like, yeah, I'll swing by. And I go, and she's got a Keurig. It was my first experience with one of those. And I'm like, what do you do? Just stand in here and do one cup after the other? Because in fairness, she drinks as much coffee as I do, and she drinks it black. She's like, no, I cut down how much I drink. And then I looked her dead in the eye, and I said, and that's why I left you. Oh, Tanner.
I'm sorry. I've been working on Kickstarters and videos and stuff like that. So what I'm probably going to end up doing is putting it on Double Helix when I run that here soon-ish.
So kind of a get them all campaign.
Yeah, catch up one.
I like that Lori.
Catch up, as Lori would say.
Yeah. She puts a ketchup bottle on her kitchen. She and Carissa, man, they kill me. They are creative. They are.
I felt useful though on the chat that we were on the other day, and got to give.
You went on fire.
Yeah.
On fire. It's like Tanner's asking all the questions. I can just get back to
I have moments where it just hits me. I don't know.
My co-host is now in the pilot's chair. I shall sit back and enjoy.
But no, I have plans
for
putting what?
Uh-oh. We interrupt this Tanner thought. Uh-oh. Bad things were happening all around us. Tanner, come back.
Oh,
what the hell, man?
My admin privileges were taken away. It's okay.
It's like getting called to the principal's office, isn't it? I didn't do it. There it is.
Oh no, that's awesome.
That was kind of funny. I ain't gonna
That
lie.
is funny. But no, I have plans to do like a big catch up tier because once I know how many extras of electric I have too.
Yeah.
Right now,
How
that's
many
up in the air.
How big a print run did you do on each of those?
Which on each of those? Okay, so I ran. How much did I run? I ran about 400 or 500 copies of Rin, and then it keeps upping. I'm looking at maybe just shy of 700 copies for electric.
Wow, those are huge print runs, buddy.
Yeah. I didn't do too shabby. I'm not complaining. Now it all went into production. That's why I think it's funny is, I got people that are waiting for the book because we had over 2K in drop pledges the first time, but
right.
That happened over New Year's. It was also at the height of inflation was happening. I mean, it was things were happening on Kickstarter that was unheard of. Like $2,000 worth of drop pledges.
Yeah.
Well, that hurt me.
Yeah. I was a little bit scared. I knew that when I was funding Pariah 2,500, I was like, we can't just hit the goal, bro. We got to blow right by it because people are going to drop. It happens.
Mm-hmm.
I only had one drop, and it was only a partial drop. It was.
That's not bad.
And I was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah.
So I think we ended up just under 3,000. Hey, Stephen B. You made it.
Hey, brother.
Well, you knock them out, John. Oh. By the way, if you have never listened to Jerry Clower, do yourself a favor. Jerry Clower was a Southern comedian popular in the 70s. His shit is still hysterical today. Look up the coon hunting story.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, Billy. Good to see you.
Morning, Billy.
Billy, Steven said that you were trying to reach Max. Max is about to be doing a live gaming stream here on the network. If you want to pop into the chat over there and get his attention, we will probably screen snipe him a little if I feel like it. If not, Tanner and I do have a video we got to shoot. So we may do that here shortly. Let me see. This is that time of day when I start getting messages. Wow. I mean, without fail, man. At 10 a.m., my messages start blowing up.
Yeah, I'm getting all my junk mail now.
Yeah. Ooh, I didn't even open my mail yet. I'm scared too.
Yeah, right.
There's nothing bad in here. There's no subject line that says "I hate you." It's good to see you, Billy. Hope things are well for you. It's a beautiful day here in Georgia.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it's like 70 degrees, no humidity, clear blue skies.
No humidity, perfect. Like
Gorgeous
perfect
day.
weather.
it means normally I would have been cutting the grass. My lungs are gone, man. So I gotta pay somebody to come do it. So I can go out there and just sit in the
See, too bad I didn't live close to you. I just have my boy do it.
Yeah, see. There's a couple of kids that live up on the corner. They'll do it. I'll throw them $50 and they'll come cut, and they do a good job.
Yeah, nice.
But there's nothing like sitting in your Adirondack chairs on your lawn when it's all fresh and green and clipped, and
Heck yeah.
Destroyed from the tornado. But there's weeds there that are green, so if you cut them all down level, it kind of looks like grass.
It kind of looks like grass. Oh no.
I had a friend whose entire front yard was taken over by clover, and he looked at it and went, "Why does grass get preferential treatment over clover? The clover's pretty. I'm leaving it." So he's just got this beautiful clover covered front yard, and he sculpts it and edges.
Oh, nice.
Like, all right, dude, you do you.
Oh, yeah, that works.
I said, why not? Who decided grass gets preferential treatment? I say bring on the crabgrass. Crabgrass and dandelions, baby. That's what we need.
Oh no. Oh no.
I've got them now. Lord have mercy. And pokeweed.
Yeah.
Pokeweed was a thing, but I've got it. And I'm just thankful that no kudzu got transplanted, because God help you if that happens.
Yeah.
You know how you plant kudzu, Tanner?
How?
You throw it over your shoulder and run. Because it's coming. If you drive, I don't remember down in the low country, your area, if kudzu's a thing, but up here, if you're driving through the countryside, you'll see the big power towers.
Yeah.
And they're just covered in green vines.
No, we got it.
Yeah, it's everywhere. Oh, Lord have mercy. Kudzu.
Usually all over the telephone poles and stuff like that.
Yeah. You got it down there too.
Mm-hmm.
Right on. It's funny though, if you go across the river into South Carolina, none.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
I don't know why. Stephen B says, "Sorry, I don't feel like sneezing my head. Those dandelions got to go." Yeah, they get me too. Matter of fact, I'm kind of stopped up now. I didn't take my morning Zyrtec.
Uh-oh.
I need to do that. But at any rate, I think I'm going to sign us off here.
Okay.
We've been going for about an hour and a half. That's as long as I ever care to stream, and then I'll hit you up and we'll shoot this commercial. You going to be around today?
Good. Yeah.
All right. I will hit you up.
I just got to run a few errands, but I mean, that's nothing that's going to take me long.
Yeah. Just let me know when you've landed for the day.
Okay.
Message me, and then we'll set it up. And I'll print the script out and I'll send it to you in email.
Okay. Sounds good.
I got your email, don't I?
I hope so.
If not, just message it to me.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
In the meantime, boys and girls, just remember this. The doctor loves you. And one more day. That's all you got to worry about. It's just today. Just today. Peace.